down, 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 down. Turn it up.
What's going on, everyone? So today on Cunningham Garage, on this episode, I sold a project I had. You guys know the IS300 that I had for a while. I replaced a bunch of suspension parts because that car was crashed. And after I got it back together, I still wasn't happy with it. And the work I would have to do to bring it back to be a normal car, it would never be actually normal, and I'd be upside down in that car so ridiculously high that I sold it. So that car is gone, made a pretty good profit. So I'm out in a gas station right now in the middle of nowhere because I went and did something stupid but also very fun. The profit I took from the car, I bought the next project for the channel, and this one's going to be fun because it's time to have some fun on the channel. And what do I mean by fun? I bought a gigantic scooter. Let's take a look at this. This is a Chinese-made scooter. It's a 250cc. Got it for very, very cheap because, as you can see, and there's some photo bombers in the background, but as you can see, the seat is all taped up. It's actually been a little bit abused and crashed, but it runs really good. And I have a big bike. I've got a 1000cc motorcycle and a 50cc scooter. The 50cc is very fun to ride. The 1000 is scary. This thing's in between, and it's still sketchy. It's a lot of fun. And the background over here, you guys might have seen my brother before, Eddie. He's got his channel, Option B Garage. You can check him out. You might like some of the stuff he's doing. He just started his channel. He started a while back, but kind of lit off, and now he's 100% into it, so you'll see content from that. But back to the scooter. Let's see in the back. Tail lights are faded. It's got a little trunk.
Look at the trunk.
It's got a weird little trunk on it. Oh yeah, there's a lock. So you can actually, oh, it doesn't lock. Okay, so let's walk around this side. So from what I've seen online, let me fix this camera. What I've seen online is this thing will cruise all day at 70 miles an hour. Now I know what you're thinking, what in the world am I going to do with this thing? I've already got a scooter and a regular motorcycle. You're going to love what I'm going to do with this thing. Other people have done it, and it's hilarious what they've done, and I had to do it because it doesn't cost that much to do it, but the fun factor is out of the world. So we're going to get this thing home because we're 40 miles from home. And yeah, again, we seem to be always going out on some journey. So on top of buying a scooter, this guy just bought this thing from the auction. Again, you guys know my channel, so I'm gonna start a whole video vlog of what in the world my brother get this time, because now this is what he bought this time at the auction. What is it?
Ford Freestyle.
It's a Ford Freestyle. I don't know what year it is, 2007 or 8? 2007 or 8, something like that. But it is super clean. Let me show you real quick. It's actually really nice. Look how nice it is inside. And he got it for dirt cheap. Look at the back. And it's got third row seating. So look at that. Seats are really clean. It's an awesome little car.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do with it this time. I'm starting to buy more cars, so I'll kind of document some of that and see what my process is. Everybody's got their own way, so there's really no right way to do it. So we're going to just jump in and see what happens. And you can follow it on the page. I'll shoot a video of this one soon and some other ones. So right now we're going to get the scooter back home, and at least we'll get out of the cold. It's pretty cold out right now.
So guys, if you want to have some fun, you can go to over his channel on Option B Garage. Subscribe if you feel free and you want to. It's free to do it. Give him crap about not shooting a video. Make him shoot a video.
Please be patient. I'm very busy. A lot of content will come. There's nothing there now, so please.
So if you get on him, he'll shoot some videos and start getting rolling. It's very hard to get rolling. Once you start get going, I mean, you get going, but you know, it's hard. It's when you got a full-time job in life, it's very hard to do this. But let's go ahead and get the scooter home and unpacked and see if we drop it out of the truck. We're back in the garage. The scooter made it home, almost safe. It may have fallen over in the back of the truck. I'll show you the damage. It's not really damage, I guess. It doesn't look as bad right now, but there's some bad scratches across here. But that doesn't matter because I'm getting ready to completely strip the body off this very cool looking but very kind of messed up scooter. Let's take a look at this. See, the person that had it, that's a zip tie, and I don't know if that's Bond. It's like Bondo. So, and that's duct tape. There's black duct tape holding the seat together. That's awesome. And the gauges, the plastic is so faded you can't even really read it. But it's got almost 3,000 miles, and it will do, according to this, 90 miles an hour as the top speed. The woman I bought it off of, oh look, duct tape. That'll be fun to see what that is. And yes, coolest thing about this bike, it's got a radio. It has an aux cord in one of these little cubby holes somewhere. And there's under the seat. She lost a key. Or no. She didn't lose the key. She said the key broke off in there. So you just rip it open. But none of it matters to me. And here's a trunk with the broken mirrors. Hi, camera. So there was actually a blinker in that and everything. Look at this one. Look how many zip ties are on that. There's like 20 zip ties holding this mirror. Don't do that. There's duct tape and zip ties. But it doesn't matter in the end because I am completely stripping that body off. And you're going to ask why. No, I'm not going to repair it back to normal. Who needs that? I'm going to do something much more fun. Tomorrow, which I'm going to put this in this episode, I'm going to pick up a Jetski. Yep, a Jetski body. That body's coming off, and a Jetski body is going on it. It's going to be hilarious. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to be like, it's not going to be an instructional video. It's just going to be purely me being stupid. So, hope you guys enjoy it. So let's strip this bike. So there it is, guys. The poor thing is stripped. Let's take a look at it. Some parts were a lot worse than others. There was so much rigged up stuff. There's a chunk of duct tape. I don't know what it's there for. And then like a bunch of screws and vacuum lines. It actually runs pretty good. But yeah. So there's a bunch of work that needs to be done. I gotta clean up the wiring. So far it looks good though. There's nothing too crazy. Here's the gas tank. We're not removing that. And this stupid bracket right here would not come off. It's still, I'm gonna have to cut that off another day. But yeah, so here's taillight wiring. Yeah. So, fix this so I can talk to you guys. So now that it's stripped, I'm going to go tomorrow and buy a jet ski. I'm gonna take you guys with me, so this won't be the end of the video. Oh, it's gonna be fun. So hopefully next time you see me in a second, it'll be like another day for me, but it'll be like a second for you guys. Let's go buy a jet ski, pretty much. See you guys in a sec. We're back, guys. This is the jet ski I picked up. It's been, since you saw me strip that bike, there's all the parts in the corner over there. So the bike is all stripped, and this is the jet ski. It has been about a week since I stripped the bike. It's been a while since I've been looking at a bunch of jet skis. This is a lot harder than you'd think it is. It's I had to go and look at quite a few different jet skis because this thing, she's very wide in the rear. Let me go around the back. So the bike is very narrow up here and low, and then it gets very wide. She's got very wide hips on her. And the gas tank is right there on the trunk, just on the top right there. But I've got a solution for that. So finding a jet ski that the wide hips of that bike will fit inside is not easy. And I ended up with this. This is a 97 or 98 Sea-Doo Bombardier GTS. It's a 3-seater jet ski. It's all purple and white. Thing is freaking awesome. I found it at a marina about 60 miles away. So to go pick this jet ski up, I had to drive, let me get a little further back so you guys can see it. There it is. I had to drive 120 miles round trip to get this. Luckily, I got it for $75 for the whole thing. Look how cool it is. The body's actually in good shape. The seats need to be redone. They're a little, watch. They're a little crusty. It's got a gauge cluster, no speedometer or nothing, just a fuel tank or fuel gauge. So it's got mirrors. It's pretty cool. It is huge, but it did have an engine and stuff in it. So here's the engine out of it, if you want to call it that. This was not, yeah, that was not bolted down. Let me kick it back over. I want to show you guys something on this thing. So the jet ski had, you know, underneath that seat, I'll pull it off in a second. Underneath that seat is where the motor and all the stuff lives. Well, this motor was laying in there. And I thought, cool, has an engine. Maybe I can sell it to somebody that needs it or do something fun with it. Until I noticed that's aluminum. This poor engine, it was in a fire. So it's, yeah, it's no good. And along inside there's the fuel tank. There's a oil tank, I guess, I'm assuming. And there's the exhaust and parts of intake, and that was all just laying inside the back of it. Well, I'll pop that open. There's the inside. So that engine was laying right in here. Wow, I got so much to clean. Well, let me show you through the back first. So normally the engine would be here, and then there'll be a prop shaft going into a pump, a jet pump in the back. I had to learn a little about these things, and it's all gone. So all that's left is a couple hoses, and that's about it. Ow. And then this thing is huge. So that goes all the way to the front of the jet ski. And then, so hopefully all of that will fit underneath all this. So I'm gonna have to cut, you know, a good section out of the middle to drop this on top of that. So also, this is the front. It's got a frunk. It's like a Tesla, but worse, much worse. So the front wheel should be about right here, which leaves me a good chunk of room all the way up front. And you see the foam, that foam's got to come out too, because that'll actually give me more room and it'll lighten this thing up. And that's the other thing is, I'm really shocked. I don't know anything about jet skis. With the seats, there's a seat in the hood, what they call it. With those on it, with no engine or anything, like, I can honestly lift. With one hand, you can lift the front end up, or with two hands, you can lift the back end up. Like, I would say this thing probably weighs max 150 pounds. And then I actually talked to a jet ski kind of expert guy. He said the area I'm cutting out is probably the heaviest spot because that takes the most abuse from, you know, hitting waves and jumping. So he's thinking by the time I cut that whole center section all the way out, he said it'll probably weigh about 100 pounds. The guy gave me a lot of information. It was really cool. I actually went to go look at a jet ski of his, and it wasn't going to work. But we ended up talking about jet skis because he thought it was awesome, the idea I had. And he told me to bring it by after I was done and built. So that's the jet ski. Yeah. So that's the jet ski, guys. I'm going to start right now, honestly, filming the next video. So the next episode, you're going to see me cutting this thing up. I'm actually going to string it up towards completely vertical. And I'm going to start cutting it. I'm going to measure what I need to, let me point that. I'm going to measure this and then mark everything I need to do on the bottom of this and start cutting it. And it's going to get very messy. It's going to be interesting. And then the test fitting. Oh, hopefully I can get this done in a few days. I've got a bunch of parts coming for it. I've got headlights, integrated really cool taillights, sequential turn signals. I got some really cool stuff to put on this jet ski. Next week, I'm going to buy a marine grade stereo to install on this if everything goes well. So it's going to be ridiculous. So tell your friends about it. Something awesome is coming. Yeah, party on. Oh yeah. So if you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit that subscribe button and watch the episode next week. If you're bored and you already watched this one, go back in my playlist and watch some of the other projects. You guys, you remember this one? I got some parts in. That one's going to get finished up soon too. Wait till you see that. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.